Gentlelady's time has expired. The gentleman from New York, Mr. Jones, recognized for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and thank you, Secretary Walsh, for being here, for your patience, and for your work supporting Americans as they recover economically from the pandemic. As others on the committee have highlighted, in May, the unemployment rate fell to 3.6%, a testament to the Biden administration's work vaccinating the country and getting people back to work. But as you also noted in your written testimony, unemployment does not fall evenly across the American population. Women continue to be unemployed at higher rates than men. Black and Hispanic Americans are unemployed at higher rates than white Americans. For formerly incarcerated individuals, an unemployment rate of 3.6% has little bearing on their experience in the labor market. As we heard from Tracy Scott of the National Urban League in a hearing before this committee earlier this Congress, prior to the COVID-19 pandemic, individuals returning from incarceration had an unemployment rate of 60 to 75% 1 year after their release. And overall, formerly incarcerated persons faced an unemployment rate of 27%. We incarcerate more people than any other country on earth, and we fail to make the investments needed to provide those individuals with stable employment opportunities and secure economic futures. I applaud the Labor Department's request for additional reentry employment opportunities funding and the administration's Second Chance Opportunities Initiative, but would respectfully suggest to you that that is not yet enough. The administration proposes serving approximately 20,000 individuals during program year 2023 through the Reentry Employment Opportunities Program. This is a small fraction of the 640,000 individuals released from incarceration every year. So that leads me to ask, how does the department decide which of the hundreds of thousands of individuals released from incarceration every year gets targeted for REO services?
Thank you very much. First and foremost, we don't run at the Department of Labor all of the reentry programs, as you know, that happen throughout the country. In some cases, you have good reentry programs, or I shouldn't say good, adequate reentry programs, if you will, in states that do it. I certainly think that we need to come up with, there's an opportunity here, in my opinion, in America to really capitalize on 600,000 people coming out of incarceration and creating opportunities and pathways into the workforce. And I think that we need to do a better job of that as a society, not just as a federal government, but as local government. I've seen these programs that work that are very successful, and I've seen these programs that don't. We have some successful programs from the federal government working through our American Job Centers. We're actually in some penal systems in America doing some reentry work, and I think that we need to do more. So certainly I would welcome any additional money that Congress wants to allocate to this budget, to me, at the Department of Labor to do this work. I know how to do this work, and I know how we can build partnerships.
Okay, Mr. Secretary. So do I understand you to be saying that the reason you're only able to target 20,000 of the approximately 640,000 formerly incarcerated persons being released every year is because you need a larger budget to be able to serve more people?
No, I think you said that. You said we didn't ask for enough money, so I'm just agreeing with you.
Well, I don't recall saying that you didn't ask for enough money. I'm trying to understand, how do you choose the 20,000 of the 640,000? And I'm respectful.
I think the numbers are bigger than 20,000. Number one, I think that's a talking point or a bullet point in what we're doing. You know, we're working right now. We just launched a program with the White House on reentry and trying to do more with reentry programs working. I think we have a unique opportunity with this bipartisan infrastructure bill to create a pathway into industry that you might not see on paper through the building trades and through other industries. So a lot of this stuff, you're not going to see the numbers. I think a number is a number. It's what programs can we set up and what industries can we actually create pathways into for folks that are returning citizens. I mean, I don't know if you were on the Zoom earlier today, but I talked about a program called Operation Exit. That's a returning citizen program in the city of Boston. 92% of the folks that go through that program are African American. Most of them were incarcerated. Most of them had penal. Everybody had a record. There's some great success if you do a real targeted program. That won't show up on any. That won't show up on any chart anywhere. But that's a really strong program.
Okay, you also referenced other federal employment assistance programs, such as those provided by DOJ and DOE. How do you coordinate with your REO assistance with those agencies?
We're coordinating now through the Good Jobs Initiative in a lot of these different places that we're working very closely with these different agencies, making sure that we're on the same page when we talk about creating a good pathway into a good job, whether it's around equity, inclusion, whether it's about reentry or programs like that.
Okay, Mr. Chairman, I yield back.